Welcome, folks, to another Infinite Possibilities Wrestling episode. Yeah, I just was here. Welcome to the official road to Rush Hour. Now, I'm going to explain some stuff quickly. So, I'll be taking a hiatus. The brief hiatus, I've got to go on my holidays, actually later on. Just a couple days, a couple hours after this was recorded. And then, but the other thing is, I'm going to explain to you the roadmap, if you will, of season 1. Now, obviously, we're still building up currently to crossover our first ever premium live event in Infinite Possibilities Wrestling history. We're still building up the card. Rush Hour is coming up soon. We're making the road to it. It will kind of help us just find out other stuff going up to crossover. And after season 1 is going to be short. Season 1 is going to consist of only it's going to be Rush Hour, crossover, and I am happy to announce before it even happens, before we even get to it, we will be soon having our King of the Multiverse tournament. That's right, our own version. Not King of the Multiverse, the Emperor of the Multiverse tournament. Oh, that's right, our own version of the King of the Ring. We don't know how much people will be in that tournament, but it will be multiple people, multiple rounds of course, and the winner will become the Emperor and will get a future World Championship shot on the first episode of Season 2 of IPW. So yeah, basically rest of Season 1 is going to be Rush Hour, then crossover, then the build up, the road to, and then finally the season finale for Season 1 will be King of the Multiverse. And then we will go on to, and then Season 2, right now for at least, will probably be up to whatever our WrestleMania event is. Now that I got that cleared up, you probably see the first match on the screen. Let's get into action. I forgot some announcements. So you probably noticed, last Downfall, I said that Downfall from now on to be the first show of every kind of week-ish, every before Explosion. That will be continuing after the thing, but it does not apply to Road to events. So we could have back-to-back episodes of Explosion, back-to-back episodes of Downfall, random kind of hot potatoes between them. Until we make it to Rush Hour, which is about going to be 3 episodes for each brand or something, we don't know which one will be in which order. It just depends on what I am thinking. Also, officially now, I may admit in the past, I've been controlling the matches, I've been making the decisions. But from now on, my final announcement before we continue action, every matchup that I've been doing in this WWE 2K Simulation Universe mode thing so far, from now on, will be AI versus AI, CPU versus CPU controlled. So not even I know what will be the result of each matchup. So from now on, I am still in control of the company, obviously, but I'm just as wondering what's going to happen as you guys are now. So let's get through this journey. Now I believe this upcoming Ryoma Junepi matchup is scheduled for 2-hour free falls, no DQ I believe, and no count out. Let's go. I hope you're excited as I am. Welcome to the new era. And looks like we're in the Rush Hour arena. We'll be running these from inside the Rush Hour arena from now on until Rush Hour to kind of get, prepared for this new Rush Hour stadium. as making his way to the ring first, Ryoma. Now these two have had different outlooks since being signed by Infinite Possibilities Wrestling. Ryoma, of course, is as usual, still got a long way to go attitude. He's going to try to take it one step at a time. Not going to immediately try to head to the top on purpose. He's a little bit of a journey right now, some would say. He's, honestly, I respect it. Taking one step at a time, slow, but honestly, that makes complete sense to me. I mean, he's going to probably have a size disadvantage for most of his matches. It's not a guarantee that you get to the top immediately, especially now, entering into this new era for season 1. It's respectable. Now we will be, for this matchup, looking for that long way to go finishing maneuver throughout this matchup. I'm ready to watch. But Junepi has been the opposite. Junpei's been, himself as usual, his own character thing. He wants to rise to the top as quick and fast as possible as he can. And he's got quite a couple of good moves. I believe I read the official voice for everyone's signature and finishing maneuvers. There's the home run as the finishing maneuver, the signature move he calls the Grand Slam. And, well, not only is this dramatic, since these two are kind of going on different world kind of views on their career here at Infinite Possibilities Wrestling, but it's also a battle sport. It's tennis versus baseball. Obviously, Ryoma is the ultimate tennis player. Junpei Iori always got to do something with baseball. It's tennis versus baseball. It's Junpei Iori versus Ryoma Hoshi. 1-on-1, 2 out of 3 falls. Let me check the rules. Is it? We need to check the match rules. Is everything set correctly? Falls can anyway. Hold on, we'll be back. Somebody forgot to put in the 2 out of 3 falls rule. We're already having technical difficulties. And okay. Here we go. I think let me go check. Guys, don't start yet. Hold on. Yeah, 2 out of 3 falls, pinfall submission. We're already having technical difficulties. I hope you don't mind. But anyways, let me just... Okay, we're already having lots of technical difficulties. But these two all the way off the... Oh, damn. I've been pressing a lot too much buttons. Okay, hopefully no more difficulties throughout the show. We gotta get a camera angle as... Oh, jeez, Ryoma's face just got stomped into the mat. Alright, that's good enough of a camera angle. Damn. Okay, we start getting... We're gonna restart again. Hopefully this time we don't have any more technical difficulties from now on. I can see if I can... Okay, yeah, there we go. That should do it. Ryoma, Junpei tying it up into the corner. Referee trying to separate them from that Clean separation. Junpei though, punch right to the gut. Junpei, currently right now, working the face, working the gut with those punches, those face busters. 2 count. They've probably been through 3 weeks, about 2 or 3 restarts, so they're already a little bit damaged. But Ryoma immediately goes for the roll up again. Punches to the head. Stomps to the chest. Ryoma already pointing, already calling Junpei to his feet. Ryoma duck down, leapfrog, spin kick. Double axe handle. Now a stomp to the back. Right hand to the face. Already blood has been spilled. Junpei already bleeding. Once again, Ryoma somehow wins he wins the test of strength. Some people weren't expecting because, you know, Ryoma very, very small, very, very small, short. Well, I guess he's small as well. He's showing some tactics to understand right now. I think he understands that there's no disqualification because he's grabbed the wooden stick, he's grabbed the Singapore cane and right across the top of the head of Junpei Iori gets another 2 count. Ryoma drop kick to the back of the head into the turnbuckle. What is happening? He's distracted. Who is it? Ryoma is confused. Makoto! Makoto! Former teammate was outside of Infinite Possibilities Wrestling of Junpei Iori. These might be coming back together because Makoto hits Gates of Taurus. Makoto Yuki making an appearance, trying to help out his longtime friend and longtime ally. Junpei crawls into the cover. Ryoma still kicks out of a Gates of Taurus from an interfering Makoto Yuki with a run in there. Still didn't get the first fall. And if anything, Ryoma might be a whole lot more mad now. Big slam. Knee to the gut, sets him up, slams him down. Ryoma, despite that interference from Makoto Yuki, is still in control. But he might have burned resiliency, I believe. Wait, hold on. Setting up though, try to go for a long ways. Try to set up for a long way to go. Didn't get it. Junpei throwing the right hands. Clothesline. Another one. Takes him down. Rolls through. Single leg drop kick. These two going back and forth. I'm a little bit shook after Makoto Yuki just ran in there to try to help Junpei there, you know. How those two go way back, you know. Specialized extracurricular execution squad sees ties between those two members of that organization. More technical difficulties, folks. Anyways, we're back. Immediately, and these two, oh my goodness, I didn't notice these two were fighting that much. Ryoma gets the advantage. Oh, Junpei got him up for a suplex, right? No, Ryoma counters the suplex into a long way to go. What a counter! Count the suplex into the long way to go to get the first point. Goes to Ryoma. Ryoma immediately throws Junpei off the ropes. Oh, throws him up into the air. Big right hand. He might have just destroyed his jaw. And Junpei Iori forced to burn resilience. A long way to go. Then fall through by the damn pop-up forearm smash. And Ryoma is lighting this thing up. putting on a show, and more importantly, on the way possibly to a first victory. These two making their first appearances, just in case you didn't know. And now, Ryoma using the Singapore cane again. Singapore cane across the back. Junpei went for a chop, went for the elbow. Wait, no, it was a fake out. Set up for the DDT into the pinfall. Junpei Iori scores his first fall. Whoever gets the next fall wins the entire matchup of this 2 out of 3 falls. Anything goes matchup. Double debut matchup at that. And now Junpei using the Singapore cane. They've been using this wood. Well, hold on. Ryoma gets him up, plants him down with a slam there into another pinfall. 1, 2, 3. Just like that, Ryoma picks up the victory. What a matchup that was. Let's take a look at the highlights there. Ryoma and Junpei they were going at it. Going for pinfalls, trying anything to win. Obviously then, I don't know if it's going to show up, but Makoto showed up, tried to help out Junpei. It helped a little bit. Junpei still got 1 point. It was pretty even throughout the matchup. But size advantage didn't matter because Ryoma, right here, this was the finishing blow. Gets him up for, I believe, a crucifix powerbomb. Yeah, that was indeed a razor's edge, a crucifix powerbomb, whatever you want to call it. Got him up for it, hit it. Wasn't shown there in the highlights, but as I said, Makoto Yuki getting involved on the side of Junpei Iori, trying to help out a former ally, a former teammate, but it was not enough to stop the ultimate tennis player Ryoma Hoshi from getting his first victory. Now we move on to Investigation Team versus Straw Hat Pirates. 2-on-2. We've seen these teams face off before, but last time it was Yosuke and Teddy versus representing the Investigation Team. This time it's Yosuke and narakami, and this time it's regular tag rules, no tables matchup. Investigation Team still currently dealing with Mr. Puzzles, that rivalry, that saga that has been continuing on still since the start of Explosion, since the start of Infinite Possibilities Wrestling. Monkey D. Luffy, Roronoa, Zoro, the official representatives for Explosion in that undisputed tag team matchup that will be happening at Crossover. They still do not know who their opponents from Downfall will be. We do know that Downfall's, finals of their side of the bracket, their brand bracket, will be at Rush Hour. But let's go. Two teams with different problems, different rivalries, different things to look ahead for. Both looking to pick up momentum. And this is the first time we're seeing you actually in competition. So yeah, let's go. Let's get this underway. Oh, I can't wait for this matchup. I can just sense the absolute banger of a matchup this is going to be. This is going to be a good first road to Rush Hour, so I know it. We already had to be home with this Junpei pal of the sports. That was good, but here comes everyone's favorite Investigation Team. I like to call them the Japanese version of Scooby-Doo, but they're completely different things because they went for a whole lot more, I'd say. Definitely went for a whole lot more than the Mystery Team did. Whatever they got, because the Investigation Team, did what every Persona character team did. Fought human villains, fought deity villains, fought all types of stuff. But they fought reflections literally of themselves, they fought their shadows and everything. And they are currently going through, that rivalry still with Mr. Puzzles, but taking it off their mind as if they can for one night. I believe we will be seeing narakami dismiss the puzzles for the World Championship at not Rush Hour but Crossover, of course. But here comes the Straw Hat Pirates. Luffy, Zoro, they blitzed through their, the Explosion tag bracket. Luffy losing to Makoto Yuki, someone we saw earlier on who wasn't supposed to be on the card on the last episode of Explosion, of course. Zoro we have not seen in singles competition before, but we know he's great in the ring. But can the Straw Hat Pirates keep undefeated in tag team competition? We'll figure that out after the commercial break. From commercial break, or should I say lunch break. Alright, here we go. Super kick. Oh wait, we have camera angle. Springboard moonsault. Luffy was trying to get up. You straight up went, no, you sit down. Immediate impressive start for narakami, considering this is his first ever matchup in the league, in the company, whatever you want to call it. At this point, they're having some bad camera issues, it seems. But hold on, that's good. On. narakami continuing on. But I don't really have to use full names. I'm just gonna call him by his first name. I'm not good with Japanese last names. But anyway, Monkey D. Luffy, something that easily rolls off the tongue for me. Currently in control. Throws him into the corner. Sets him up, double team maneuver by Zoro and Luffy. In fact, I believe this is the first time we're actually having a proper tag team matchup, maybe. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. In Infinite Possibilities Wrestling, narakami has been very good throughout this matchup. Knee right off the jaw of Zoro by you. Continuing, there's another knee off the jaw. He's been absolutely in control, but hey, here comes in everybody's favorite, at least my favorite, Yosuke High flying freaking Hanamura into this matchup. Double team back body drop. Yosuke's in this matchup, and we know how much he likes to fly, but also the technical prowess. As he hits a suplex, looking for some revenge, some momentum, some get back, some payback, whatever you want to say, against the Straw Hat Pirates for his loss to them, alongside Teddy in the original investigation team Straw Hat Pirates matchup, all the way back on episode 1 of Explosion. And now, hold on, running in, but counter by Zoro, who goes a little bit flying himself, springboard cross body, always setting up for something. Pops Yosuke into the air, slams him down. Damage to the back. Yosuke's back up immediately low. And but Zoro gonna plant him down again. Into the pinfall. And immediately into the, not into the pinfall, into the sword choke. Into his finishing maneuver, that sword choke as he likes to call it. That sleeper hold. That finishing maneuver, one of his submission finishing maneuvers. In fact, I'm pretty sure both of Zoro's finishes are submission moves. But Yosuke, hold on, able to counter the crossbody that was about to come next. Gets him over. Suplex variation. Zoro's back in, but there's you now. There's you. But Zoro continuing to show off this high-flying ability that I didn't know he had at all. But immediately back to the power game with that side rock slam that I'm more used to. I've seen Zoro pull off a springboard clothesline before, but not any of the stuff he's been pulling off in this matchup. You kind of threw Zoro into the corner, but there's a little bit of, what's it called? Miscommunication there. Yosuke did hit the sucker punch, but he accidentally hit you in the process, but double shoulder tackle does connect right on the shoulder. And now narakami has to get out of the ring. Referee starting his disqualification count. Yu was able to get out of the ring quickly. Yosuke meanwhile climbing the ropes. Is this going to be straw-like press? He's going for it. We've never seen him hit before. Yosuke Hanamura finally for the first time ever hits a straw-like press. Misses the top rope moonsault, but he finally hit that straw-like press for the first time ever. Hold on, gets him up. So, Fisherman Brainbuster had the leg hooked on it. One. Only a one. Oh, now, wait. Yosuke, there's that's those technical wrestling prowess. Hammerlock, chinlock combination. But Zoro got out of it. And now attacking the hand, trying to weaken the hidden blade. Finishing maneuver. But only a 2 on Yosuke. There's still some fight in it, and he popped right up and he knocked Zoro off the apron before he could attempt any springboard clotheslines or whatever he was going for. And now, setting up. Oh, I thought he was going to go for a hidden blade for a second. No, instead, drop kick right to the side of the ear. When I saw him go to that corner, I saw it crouching down for a second. I thought we were about to see it, but no, drop kick to the ear, as I said. Instead, Yosuke head up top, wait. Oh, might have been set up for Ninja Frog splash there. No, instead, he never hits that crossbody ever. Zoro sets him up, crossroads of the seas. Crossroads of the ocean, whatever you want to call it. narakami breaks it up. Yosuke does not burn resiliency. Oh, but he might have to. There's the sword choke again. No, Yu knocks the referee out. But Yosuke still burns resiliency, not really realizing that Yu had to knock the referee over to stop Yosuke from tapping. Yosuke still burned that resiliency though. Oh, I thought they were going to go for a tag team finishing maneuver there maybe. No, instead of slammed by Yosuke. 1. Only a 1. Yosuke now going back to the arm. I think, yep, going back to the arm. Did he ever target the arm in this matchup? I don't know. I'm starting to get confused. Yosuke back into the ring. Gets popped up again, gets dropped. That was free. I did not expect that. Yosuke, he only burned resiliency though, but I didn't expect it to end that way. Pop-up drop gets the victory there for the Straw Hat Pirates, still undefeated in tag team action. It had to be some part to these moves from Zoro, like the sword choke, like the crossroads of the ocean. narakami kept on having to break up pinfalls, but in the end, only like one pop-up drop, another pop-up drop was all it took. Not even a finishing maneuver, but Straw Hat Pirates, as I say, still have been yet to be defeated in tag team competition. Zoro is mainly the MVP of that matchup, and they pick up more momentum coming in to not only going down to Rush Hour if they have to compete on that card, but to cross over more importantly. See you later, folks. Won't be a while. Will be a while till Downfall releases its Stop to the Road to rush down. I've got a holiday to go to. I've got a plane of vegetables to catch. See you later.